All right, so I had to cut this off for some reason. Anyway, I had to stop it because people coming up on me. It's kind of embarrassing to see me yapping to the camera here. Anyway, so you pick up the phone, give yourself an M&M. You give your pitch. Hey Joe, I got some University of Virginia 5% tax-free bonds. You interested? Yeah, that's a great pitch. M&M. The guy says, no, you're an idiot. Screw off, Josh. I can't stand you. I hate you, VA. Whatever. Oh, okay. And you hung up. Give yourself an M&M. That didn't bother me. Now you pick up the phone again. Hey, Jane, I got some tax-free University of Virginia bonds. Would you be interested? Oh, M&M. Jane says, screw you, Josh. You're the worst guy ever. I hate you. I hate your YouTube channel. Okay, hang up the phone. That didn't bother me. And you just do like that. And what happens is it makes it a game. The game comes where it's such a rush where you're like, oh, it becomes fun. I mean, it's still painful. I mean, you're still being told no, but you're changing the context of it. You're interviewing them. They're not interviewing you now. So you're the one saying, I got these tax-free University of Virginia 5% bonds. You interested? No? Okay. See you. No? See you. See you. I'm just telling you, it changes everything. Everything. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, that's no big deal. I don't care. I got these bonds. They're good. People should have them. If they're not interested, I don't care. And the whole point about sales, what I have found was that people say, you got to make 25,000 calls, or you got to, contact the guy 16 times before that's what it was. You got to hear 16 no's or 7 no's to get a yes. And you're like, but that's just painful, man. I don't want to freaking call Josh 7 times just so he can, I mean, that's just like, that's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Being belligerent. You say, hey Josh, I know you told me no, you told me no. How about now? No one wants to do that stuff. So you say, okay, I got these 5% bonds. You interested? No. Send me something. Aaron says, don't. No. So I got them now. You interested? No. Okay. Well, I might be interested later. Okay. Well, here's my number. Call me later. Or whatever. That's how you do it. You make the sales pitch conditioned on your ability to just make the sales pitch. And you don't care if they say yes or no. You don't care. Whatever they say is irrelevant. And what happens then, you start saying, okay, it's kind of fun. Again, it's not going to be like freaking, watching the Patriots win the Super Bowl, the Bruins win the Stanley Cup. But it's going to be fun to the point you're like, yeah, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. And that's what I did when I came to my YouTube channel. People are like, well, what do you do here? I said, man, I don't know. I just do it. I just do it because I enjoy it. And once I do it, I'm addicted to it and I enjoy it. It's not going to be perfect. I'm sitting here in this freaking Starbucks parking lot. It's not going to be perfect. Some people aren't going to like it. So you talk too long, this, that. Look, I don't care. I just do what I do and I have fun. And at the end of the day, it's my input. It's the only thing I can control. I can't control if you like it or not. But I can control it if I like it, but it's by doing it routinely until the habit develops and becomes an addiction. A positive addiction. There are lots of negative addictions too. Absolutely. Sleeping in late, not working out, not planting the kale because it's, I don't want to do it. All that stuff. Eating fast food every day. That's lots of negative addictions, but they do also have a dopamine rush. Anyway, for me, that was life-changing. It was life-changing how to do this. The point was, going back to Graham Stephan, or Stephen, or Steppen, whatever his name, Steppenwolf, Graham Steppenwolf. Born to be wild. All right, yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. Probably shouldn't have done that. Just lost half my audience. The issue is, if you enjoy something, to deny yourself that enjoyment today for a future benefit is just silly. No one's gonna do that. No one's gonna live like that. And I'll never forget, I'll always remember it when I was getting trained by some life insurance. What happened if I turn that? I don't think, I want to get that. There we go. I always remember I was being trained by his life insurance. I bought this life insurance book. Or was it a book? I can't remember, but it was absolutely fantastic. The guy's like, you gotta find the savings. And I'll never forget this. So I had a guy, David Tedesco, God rest his soul, freaking a curmudgeon, but he was one of the best financial planners I'd ever seen. David Tedesco. He was, I knew him at USAA, and that guy was another guy who changed my life. And just a great, great man. He died way too early. Too bad. And he was curmudgeon. I mean, he would he would rub people wrong. Oh man, but he was I think he was like a pretty significant amateur piano player or something like that too. And so he was a good guy. Well, he would tell me about the benefits of whole life insurance. And his pitch, which I always kind of chuckled at, was if I can show you how to have $1 million tax-free in retirement, would you be interested? And people are, yeah. And he'd say, well, here, just put $25,000 a year in this whole life policy and you'll be happy. And I said, well, no one has $25,000 a year, man. No one's got that kind of money to do it. And he said, well, you got to find it. And I'll never forget, he said, you got to find it. So his whole point was, if you can find the money, they can have it. And the issue is, how do you find the money? Well, you look at their cash flow, and we're using a pretty extreme example here, but let's just say, we were dealing with high net worth people at USAA. Let's say there's $25,000 in, hell, $25 that they're paying for not changing out the LED lights. We'll just use that for an example. You're paying 25 extra bucks a month because you're using incandescent light bulbs. Change them out to LED lights, you're gonna save 25 bucks a month, just like that. And that 25 bucks a month can now be used to fund your life insurance policy, if that makes sense. And so that was it. You got to find the money. You can't just create a secondary cash flow. You got to find it. And you got to find it by saying, look, they're spending all the money they got coming in. So you can't say, hey, let's add another $1,000 a month to the expenditures. It doesn't work like that. You got to say they're spending everything they have coming in. How can we find the money which won't increase their expenditures, but how can we find the money which will keep the expenditures flat? Change out to LED light bulbs. I don't know. Maybe freaking, do you actually use your cable? If you're not using it, why don't we just cancel that stuff? I've been meaning to anyway. Let's just cancel it, be done with it, for heaven's sake. That kind of stuff. But you can't ask somebody to increase their expenditures because they don't have the expenditures ability to do that. They don't have the cash flow as it is today. And so Tedesco would say, you got to find the cash. And we're talking about rich people, high net worth people. So $25,000 to find the cash was not a very easy thing to do. But if we could, and a lot of times we'd do that with estate planning. We'd say, look, at the end of the day, this is what's going to happen with your estate. Thus, you're going to lose $2 million if you live in New Jersey. So let's amortize that $2 million by changing the way the structure was using life insurance. And people say, life insurance is a scam. No, it's not. It absolutely is not if it's used correctly. And if, again, for a death benefit, it has to be a whole life or a guaranteed death benefit. It should not be, I don't want to get into that. But if you're using it correctly and you're financing the product correctly or funding the product correctly, it's a great thing for estate planning for wealthier people. But you got to find the money. You can't just say, hey, Josh, why don't you spend another $1,000 a month in life insurance? I'm like, dude, I don't got $1,000 a month. I just got a bill for my freaking kids' braces, $1,000, because we had to take her jaw apart, and I got 5 more months to pay and $1,000 a pop, because we had to put these crowns in, or not crowns, but fake tooths in the teeth in there and stuff. I mean, it's $5,000, and I got 2 other kids coming up and need braces too. Where's that money come from? So the issue is, go back to my man Aaron Hemsley. Psychological training. It's all psychological. The Wall Street Journal and Register rep have called Aaron Hemsley the Wall Street psychologist. He has conducted and supervised over 500 research projects on identifying how and why positive thinking, talented financial advisors underachieve, become stuck on production plateaus, and are unable to eliminate their sabotaging habits. Funny thing, he said, the power of positive thinking. He gives some funny examples like, I just wish I think I'm rich. And you look at yourself, you're not rich. Just because you're thinking it doesn't make it happen. You got to take action. And the action means you got to give yourself the ability to put the kale in the ground. You got to do it, but it hurts to put the kale in the ground. You got to make it fun, or at least make it less hurtful. And you do that by making it a game. All right, so Aaron's psychological training programs provide the strategies and techniques that financial advisors use to eliminate their excuses to underachieve, bounce back from failure and rejection, keep their commitment to their commitments, and eliminate their good enough psychological barriers. I'm telling you, man, this is fantastic. It's one of the best pieces I've ever read for my own sense of sanity, my own sense of well-being, and my own ability to be who I can be. And one of the reasons you're on this YouTube channel watching me is because Aaron Hemsley, he gave me the courage, and I never met the guy, but he said, look at that Starbucks line. I mean, it is still, I can't even get out right now because it's so backed up. It's freaking nuts, man. And we're going to tell people, Susie Orman, stop drinking Starbucks, you can be a millionaire. People like, dude, I want the dopamine rush right now. I don't want to wait till I'm freaking 65 years old to have $1 million where I can drink a Starbucks then. I want it now. I guess that's all I got. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to say. My little bit of rambling and ranting? I guess not. So anyway, I hope this helps. I'll see if I can't get Darcy Hemsley Brown back on, because Aaron talks about her in this training. It's going back to early 80s, and he talks about Darcy. It's just incredible. I love it. And I hope that guy's in good place because he really, really helped me immensely. And I know David Tedesco's in good place. I'm sweating like a pig now. It's getting hot and humid. I think I can get ready to go to PT, my friends. Smash, subscribe. We'll see you next time.